Welcome to the Tone Jerks podcast. I'm your host, Brian Gower, and with me today we got
Kyle McIntyre.
Kyle McIntyre.
I'm
the guy. All right, Kyle, what's new in your world? What's shaking? What's grooving? What is good?
Oh man, I bought like a whole new wardrobe. Pretty much. Just like, I guess not replacing stuff that I
the Lion, the Witch,
but I bought like I could wear everything and have all new outfit basically.
Okay, well,
and I usually don't do that. I'm not like
the same brands and shit you normally wear.
Yeah, so my Duluth brand, they were having a sale.
A big old sale.
Big old sale. I got like a.
Well, I saw they have like a belt that I was like, oh, that'd be kind of cool to have.
Yeah,
but I was like, it's fine.
My belts.
Their marketing is like Instagram. It must be maybe, I don't know, because I saw it on Tone Jerks. I'm like, maybe you were probably browsing on it.
Maybe. Yeah, I probably saw the ad. Like, buy.
Yeah,
just buy it. So I got like I have that.
Bye.
I have that green like shirt jacket thing. I got one that's like more orange, I guess.
Orange. It's
not like bright orange like your amps or anything, but it's like a subtle, more of like that, like I don't know. I'll wear it one day. You know, you'll be surprised.
Yeah,
just for you.
Orange.
Yeah. So it's like fire hose material.
Oh man, back in the day, you used to have like this orange, like
I still have it,
bright orange hoodie.
Yeah.
It was like was it like Dickies or something like that, or like it was like a work type of thing, to where it's like
that fluorescent worker.
Yeah. It's like,
dang, this thing is bright as hell.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
It would like if on a sunny day it like project. You walk into like or alongside like a white wall, the wall would
be orange.
Yeah. Like your eyes like fuck.
That'd be pretty cool. I don't know. That'd be like obnoxious.
I had that in like my road, like my first aid kit, I guess, when we were touring. I'd throw that in there just in case if we have to change a tire.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's like if you have to wear that
on the side of the road, yeah.
Yeah, just so it's like, you know, someone has a target to hit you. So I got, the jacket. I got a bunch of underwear actually.
Okay.
Fucking killing it with underwear.
Yeah, underwear game strong.
Because I changed brands. My brand.
Yeah, you were a champion.
Yeah, and they were great. I loved them. But then they wear out.
Yeah.
I'm putting so many miles on these things. They develop holes. Where you don't want them to be.
Yeah.
Not very comfortable after a while.
Get your fucking balls out of the bag.
Yeah. Your marbles are dangling around. So I got Duluth. Like they're all cotton ones.
I think we talked about it.
Really
it's like
soft.
Some of their commercials are like, oh yeah, we got bigger area for your balls in these jeans and these boxers or whatever.
Yeah.
And everybody guys like, that's what I need.
Yeah. Send some magnums with it.
Yeah. Extra long ones.
That's me.
Yeah.
Hey, I bought that underwear. The mailman's like, I don't give a fuck.
That's me. I have the big underwear.
They're big for the big hoes.
For the big old hog. That's me. Take a look at this.
So I got.
They're
really comfortable.
You ever got anything like handed to you from the mailman or mail lady, mail person?
Like mail?
Yeah. Oh, I was like going in.
Like paper is what I meant.
Yeah, I was like
mail from the mailman.
Like I was walking up to my door at the same time the mail lady was dropping off stuff, and she kind of like looks at me. And she's like, do I give it to you or do I put it in the box? I'm like, no, I could just take it. It kind of. She's like, good. What if he doesn't live here? What if he's breaking in?
Yeah, she doesn't give a fuck.
She's like, nah, I gave it. Who cares? There was also a package.
She won't testify in federal court.
Yeah, shady looking dude.
She's like, never been there.
So it was like a package that I was like tracking, and it was like coming that day. I'm like, oh, cool, I got it. It was my like a tube for my anime stickers, and then she handed it to me. I'm like, yeah, it's definitely for this dude, this fucking loser. Anyway,
so I got bunch of underwear. I also got like something I thought was like jogger pants.
Yeah,
so they were like, these are joggers. Like sweatpants. They don't call them sweatpants anymore.
Yeah.
Because you don't sweat in them, you jog in them, but you can't sweat.
But you're not even jogging in them, yeah.
No. They're jogging my mouth,
Yeah. Jogging my memory.
That's about it.
Yeah.
All the time. Turns out they're more like long johns, like underwear, like like really long boxers. I guess no, they're taper legs. They're not like baggy or anything.
Yeah.
Super soft, but
Boxers.
I can't wear them out of the house. They're like.
If you wore those, and then you have like short basketball shorts.
Yeah, people. Yeah, well, they're not Under Armour.
They're underwear. That's
under.
So you get a little mistake on that one.
Yeah, it's fine though. I think they were on sale. I was like, oh, those are sick. Actually, I think those are the only things that weren't on sale.
You paid full price for something you're not going to need.
Yeah, but I'm still gonna wear.
They were going anywhere.
Really nice.
Like colder, cooler climates.
Popped them out of the bag, and I was like, oh, this isn't what I wanted. But I've worn them like 3 times. I think I've washed them once. Get my money's worth.
You're not wearing underwear underneath that.
Under that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, you don't know what's gonna pop out of that thing. It still has like the button flap. It's not like a finished front like you would have on sweatpants.
Hogs on the loose.
Wild hogs.
Yeah, wild hogs.
And then I got my 511 order, right?
Okay.
I don't know if I talked to that.
I think you talked about it last time. You didn't get your whole order yet.
Yeah.
Did you get that rectified?
No.
You did. Did you email them?
I did email them.
And what? You got nothing.
Nothing
back?
No. I think I'm gonna have to do it again because it says on the website we're taking longer than normal to respond. I'm like, all right, I'll give you guys the benefit of the doubt, but it's been a week as of today.
So what's normal?
I know.
Yeah.
I don't
so like, we went from replying like to not.
Yeah. Nots to nothing.
Yeah. Nods.
Well, this is still part of my wardrobe, I guess. That's why I included it. But I got socks. I got so much shit. I got a new belt also.
From 511?
No, not from 511. But it's kind of like those duty belts that are the EDC belts, what they call them.
Yeah.
But it's like the
everyday carry.
There you go.
I got that one.
But it's like the clip. It like snaps on.
Yeah.
It's like it shows on there like can hold up to 9,000 pounds. I'm like, thanks. That makes me feel really good.
So Kyle,
there's my ceiling.
If you have a light lunch, you'll be good.
Fucking hell.
You're towing that line.
Man. 9,000 pounds in burgers.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good way to die, actually.
40 Jimmy Dean breakfast burgers.
Yeah, so
yeah.
I also bought new shoes, so those are in the mail. And I shouldn't say they're new. They're actually used.
Oh, used shoes?
Yeah. Well, I've done it with boots before. I'm going to see how it goes. They were cheap.
Okay.
Yeah. They're lightly used.
Okay.
We're going to see what kind of foot fungus I get.
Yeah. I've done it with boots before. Not that I'm above it. I did. Oh, man. I was like, snooze, you lose on this one. I saw a pair of Red Wings, like I think the copper amberish one, like the brownish ones. I have the black Iron Rangers from Red Wing, and I was like, they're 9.5 is my size. Got them broken in. They're more comfortable now. I got no insoles on them, just straight up.
Nice.
I just busted them in. Like, anyway,
you busted in them.
It busted in them. Attributed on my fucking Red Wings. No.
Sorry.
Tribute. God. What kind of polish do you use? Natural kind. Ding. Oh, God. I love these boots.
All right.
Okay.
Calm down.
Okay. Oh, it's only funny for us.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I saw on OfferUp, so my size of 9.5 Iron Rangers, like in the copper amber finish or whatever.
Yeah.
It was like for about $250, $240. So I'm like, it's not, you save like maybe they're like $300.
Yeah.
They're maybe, anyway, so and then it kept going lower, like $220, and it wasn't selling. And then it got down to like $160, I think, or $150, I think. It was like, because the guy had misspelled it. Like he put like Red Wings as one word.
Red Wangs.
Red Wangs.
Got that southern twang with it.
And it was just, it probably wouldn't have come up on searches. Like, because he was spelling it wrong. And so I was like following it. And it was like one day I'm like, dude, I should have just
done it, dude.
I should have gotten it. And I waited and I just like, dumb fucking move because they sold. It would have been
You
sweet.
pussyfooted around.
Guys, honestly, something I don't need.
Because it's shoes, get it?
Yeah, pussyfooted.
Boom.
Yeah.
I'm here all night, guys. I live here.
Yeah. Oh, got his ass. Got a beat on him. Boom.
Lead the shot.
Take the shot. But yeah, so that was one that I'm like, so I'm not above buying used shoes, but I have not yet.
Yeah.
So
well,
just
we'll see how it goes.
I treat my shoes. I run them hard until they're falling apart and smell like dog shit.
Be pissed if they smell like shit.
They don't smell like dog shit. They
no,
just like
I'm saying
stank.
the ones
mine,
I bought
smells. They stank for sure.
Yeah. So I could not find I saw it online, this type of New Balance shoe.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hunting for it. Couldn't find it new in my size. And I'm like, I went eBay. I'm like, okay. They look like they were taken care of really well. We'll see. If I get some nasty like jungle foot rot,
yeah,
it's worth it.
It's stank. Get that stank foot.
Yeah. So I'm going to clean them out really well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they're like an olive green.
Yeah.
They're not like your traditional looking New Balances. I mean, if you saw the profile,
they're
yes,
very, very tactical.
They are, and I really like them, and we'll see how it goes.
I'm fucking gonna be stunting.
Yeah. All new getup, dude.
Yeah.
All new getup.
What kind of colored pants you get?
The pants from 511?
Yeah.
I got 2 brown, well,
the ones that you actually got
in the
sent.
mail,
Yeah.
I got 2 brown and 2 of the oil green. So like the dark
green.
Yeah, it's not like the military olive green. They're more of like a hunter green, I guess. When once they start getting washed and they start getting used, they become more of like a instead of a super dark to like a hunter green. So
can't wear those with your green shoes.
No, I'm wearing the browns, dude.
Yeah. Okay, got it. Okay.
Blending in, dude. Yeah, I'm standing in the grass next to a tree. Mm-hmm. The trunk. So the grass, the trunk.
Nobody's gonna fucking see me when I come after him.
And then I wear that like fall colored jacket I got.
Oh
dude,
my
I
god,
fucking just
dude.
stand like no one. Like stand on a golf course.
Yeah.
Dude. Blend in. Catch those balls.
What is that like the one like suit where you have like the
ghillie suit?
Yeah.
Oh, I wear a ghillie suit over that still.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I'll blend it in, dude.
For no reason.
You still have all that gear.
Oh man.
I don't know, I like those earth tones a lot actually, if you didn't guess.
Yeah.
If you didn't know.
I switched it up. I'm wearing gray.
Yeah, they look nice, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
definitely black pants are always my move, but
yeah,
these are gray. Switching up a little bit.
The only thing with like lighter colored pants, dude, I would fucking ruin them. I'd get like in 2 seconds. I mean, I'm wearing lighter colored pants right now, but I'm not going to wear these out. I'm going to get like ink on them. I'd get whatever.
Yeah.
Shit in them.
Just.
Yeah. Oh, these are some nice new pants. Oh!
Floodgates are open.
Yeah. All right. Okay. One more.
Yeah.
So, WandaVision.
Oh, yeah. You got that whole internet on your case here to keep it going.
More like Blandavision.
Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah.
You with me?
Yeah.
It was bland as hell. All right. So, I said I watched the first episode.
Pission.
Apparently, you can't.
Pissed me off.
Apparently.
That's so fucking
going.
stupid.
Okay.
Yeah, I got some piss for you.
You're drinking it right there.
Oh yeah, we're switching it up. We're going old school. We haven't done this yet.
Yeah,
we've been like White Claws for days, but we're back on. Spilled on some on me. Great.
Yeah.
Natural lights.
Yeah, and we figured with like the sign,
I should have gotten Miller Lite.
Well, we don't really drink genuine draft anyways, but you could have at least gotten Miller Lite.
Yeah, next time. But yeah, man, we're stepping shit up. We're going Tim D style, getting with the fluorescent or the.
Yeah, he's also sponsored by a beer company too.
Yeah. Neon. That's what it is. It's a neon sign. That is so sick. Damn.
What, that thing?
Hell yeah, it is.
Dude, that's just been sitting in my garage for a bit.
Dude, come on.
We need to get a custom one.
No, I think we're good with that.
We get on air. You pay for the custom and you can just buy it like that?
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, so WandaVision.
Like you need it in here. To like, we're on air. Check it out. Don't disturb us. And your mother-in-law still is crushing cans by the door.
Like doing kickflips with our trash.
Yeah, she's doing 50-50 grinds on the door, wall rides,
dragging it across gravel. Yeah. Okay,
oh, it has wheels though. No, I'm a dragon
on the other side. Okay, so WandaVision. Yeah. Watched the first episode. Talked shit about it, and then I caught a lot of shit for it.
You only watched the first one last time?
Yeah, I only watched the first one.
There's like 7 available or something like that?
There's like 8, I think.
Okay, so you had more to go.
Yeah, so apparently you can't call,
a spade.
Yeah, you can't call a season based on the first episode. It's like morally wrong or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think you should be able to do that.
Well, some shows drastically change after the first episode.
But why? Make a good first episode that, okay, all right, hold on.
It's like, yeah.
I'm foreshadowing here.
Yeah.
Okay, so watch the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I watched like the first 2. It doesn't matter. I watched 1, watched 2, watched 3, and I'm like still ready to give up.
Yeah.
It's still tough. It's tough to get through. Now, I don't want to spoil it for anybody. But 4, for me, is where it's like, oh, okay, now this makes sense. You just made 3 episodes. Like, you made 1 episode into 3 episodes. You set up this storyline, but you had to drag everyone through. It's like, for me, it's like insulting. Like, you insulted me.
Yeah.
It pissed me off.
Watch this fucking bullshit.
Well, it's like, oh, we ran with this idea. Well, shit. We can do another episode where we just change the timeline of this sitcom. Oh, you know what? Shit. We got to push out another episode. Disney wants another one, so we'll do the same thing. But we'll reveal in the last 2 minutes what's going on, possibly, or just there's a M. Night Shyamalan twist at the end of it, and you're gonna be like, what the hell?
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
So, God,
it's like filler episodes
exactly
in a 12 episode
It's not even
season.
like in the middle.
Like you have 12 episodes in this season.
It's not like, I guess Friends would be a full filler season.
Series.
For the whole
series
run.
Is a filler.
But,
just strike it off the fucking map.
Like it never even happened.
Just bomb the set.
Yeah. Like Frasier probably fits in that same.
Never seen Frasier. I heard it's good though.
Oh, whatever. Okay.
Don't fucking miss me.
Different strokes, I guess. Okay, so
seen some of that show. What you talking about, Kyle?
You're throwing me off. Okay, so I watched the whole thing, whatever's available. I watched whatever's available, and it like people go, oh, it gets better, it changes, but it's like unnecessary. Those first 3 episodes,
it's egregious.
No, it is. It's like like I said, I felt insulted. Like. Like you wasted my time.
Like because
I was not hooked.
You also said in the same text thread with Johnny, which you just shit on the show.
Keep shitting on it
with him in it. He's like, you're like, how do they come up with like good movies or that are enjoyable to watch, and then this dog shit?
Yeah. Well, like I just watched everything in a row, and I'm like, all right, this will be perfect. It'll be like it'll be its own mini series.
I'm into it. I got it. I know what's going on.
They lost me. Like I was ready to write like a nasty email.
I'm fucking
Jon Favreau was going to get some.
Pissed.
I think he directed a lot of those. Anyways.
Yeah. Isn't he in?
He's in Iron Man.
Yeah, he's happy.
He's probably not. He's probably really sad, actually. Yeah. He seems like a sad man.
He's making tons of fucking money. I'm pretty sure
he's depressed. I don't know. Seems like a depressed man. Anyways. Yeah. I feel a little better about it, but you're enough to watch, I guess, 8.
Yeah, you're invested, episodes. So you're gonna keep watching it.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep watching it, but I'm so pissed.
Yeah,
like so pissed.
Like, bitch, you think I'm fucking stupid?
Yeah, apparently.
You yell at your TV.
Like, oh, they must have thought they were so fucking smart when they were like, oh, we're gonna, you know what? Well, 50s. You know what? What's the next era after that? Fucking 60s. They did the F-150 bit that you do every once in a while.
I mean, what's after that? The 70s?
With millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Millions to set this up. Like, oh, well, we're going to redo this whole set. You know what it's going to be? It's going to be fucking 80s. Boom.
Yeah.
Bet you didn't see that coming.
Yeah, and Home Alone 2.
Yeah.
What's next? 3?
Yeah. It's taken kind of a turn that I didn't really like. There's also some things. I know. I'm still being critical, but.
Yeah. I probably won't watch it.
I know. I sent you a little clip and you're like, no.
No. I'm not even watching shows that I want to watch.
I know.
So I don't think I'm going to watch a show that
I don't want to watch.
I don't want to watch.
Or that you know nothing about.
And you've already, like, not sold.
I've really sold you on
not
this.
sold it to me.
Anyways, yeah. So that is my what's new. We have a combined one or what?
Maybe
we should skip it. This one.
We'll wait until it actually happens. So we got our live stream show coming up tomorrow.
You're
Hopefully
gonna miss it if
went
this is the first time you've heard of it.
If not, you'll hear on the next episode if it was good or not. So far, all signs are pointing to that it's good.
We're shaking
that,
the
we
magic 8 ball.
Went for dress rehearsal yesterday. Everything sounded good. Yeah, it basically to get levels and sound check and stuff like that. And we got for both bands or leveled. We got our presets done and we're ready to go.
Yeah,
for sound. And I think we're gonna be good. So. We'll find out. And even just us playing, I'm like, yeah, it sounds good. So we'll see. So hoping that's good. But
you tell us how.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out the next episode. So
yeah.
By the time this comes out, it'll already be done. But yeah, so
aftermath.
That's for us. Let's see what's new for me.
Brian, what's new with you?
Let's see. I was on the Defiant Robot Records podcast. They're a local recording record label. The guy's like Wade started like actually producing like album, not just recording, but he's also like putting out albums.
Nice.
Defiant Robot Records. He started doing a podcast a year or so ago, and he's been kind of getting that going, and it's been cool. So I was actually finally on their show,
chatting with them for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, trying to get that going, and I recorded an episode with him, and then it ended up just having audio issues. And he like lost files, and I'm like, dude, I've been there.
Yeah.
And it's not even just like, I was like, oh, we're new and trying growing pains. I'm like, no, I've lost episodes after having done over 200 episodes. I had recorded a whole episode with Sean Tolley, like a bonus one. It was really cool. I deleted it.
Yeah.
I just deleted it because it's on the fucking SD card. So what's on there? Don't check it. Just
blanket
I didn't
delete.
even need the space. I had 32 gigs. I think I only had like 2 gigs.
What's that gig on there? Yeah, fuck it.
I had like 2 gigs, and I was like, well, I just fucking.
What if I need it? What if I need that space?
I'll never need.
Fucking greedy with your space. I tell you that.
I could almost never delete these, and we'd be good for probably a couple months.
You could just get a new card.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably easier.
I don't think so. No. But anyway, so I've done it before. Anyway, so going back on that, I would say go check that episode out. That was cool. So they do like a lot of interviews for more bands. And so this was one for them recording with somebody, because it's like they listed the credits. So it's like, okay, so you're the singer, guitarist of Playing Without a Pilot. You're the bass player of Just In Case. You're the host of the Tone Tricks podcast. Okay, welcome, Brian Gower. So it was a lot to just talk about.
That's a mouthful, darling.
Yeah, it's a
mouthful.
Yeah, it's mouthballs.
Yeah, that's better.
I'll tell you about it sound like. So that was fun. So that was something to go check out. Okay, that was the fun quick one. Here is a longer story. So if you remember, listener, I think I've talked about it, how my Claret 8 Pre interface
We've
had
waited
a problem.
Long time for this story.
This was last year.
Yeah.
And this is the part of the story that's like, it's the clinker. There's a lot of clinkers. So Eric, my Claret 8 Pre interface is an 8-channel Thunderbolt 2 interface that I can use to record up to 8 channels. It has ADAT that you can put another, which I bought another Pre for, so I can record up to 16 XLRs. And then you can add more and more shit to that and record tons. But 16 is super. That's totally usable. You can get a whole drum set.
You
done.
can expand that, right? You can have like a.
If I wanted to do even more, yeah. So I have 2. Yeah. Anyway, so we're using that to record, and we used that to practice with. We were doing some of that, and then we recorded the Just In Case, the 2 songs for them.
Yeah,
and then we had it a couple times. I noticed it was like maybe a couple years ago when we recorded using that once. We had 2 headphone jacks. So to scale back, the interface has 2 independent headphone jacks, so you can have 2 separate mixes going to them. It's really cool. It's a cool feature. And one of them was spotty. Because I remember one time we did the podcast, and then you're like, the second one, you're like, hey, I'm not only getting one side. I'm like, no, it shouldn't. I'm hearing that.
Yeah.
And then it kind of wiggled it or whatever, and it ended up working. And then I'm like, oh, I didn't even think about it. And then sometimes when we were practicing, it was doing that. and then it would just come back. And then when we were recording, it just went. It did the one ear thing. Only one side would work. It would not work.
Yeah.
It would do da. You couldn't get it to fix. I'm like, oh, this thing's fucked up. And I was testing it more in my house. And I emailed them, and then they're like, okay, well, we go through the motions and update your software. Make sure the firmware on the device on the interface is correct. And it did update it. Didn't help it. And I'm like, okay, cool. So now they're like, okay, when did you purchase it? And it was like, I think I purchased it 2017.
Yeah.
So I think it's 2 years. It's past that. They're like,
it had like a year, right?
Well,
of warranty.
I think it had 2 years of warranty.
2, okay.
But I bought it 2017 , so it's a year year past at least. So they're like, we will still. It's not. Nope, that's not an option. But they are like, okay, we can still get it repaired for you, but it's not going to be free. If it was in the warranty, it would be free. Anyway, so I'm like, these are your options. You can send it to one of our like repair places.
Yeah,
that's
approved,
like repair shops. And then I'm like, okay. And then I told you, it's like, they're like, oh, it's like parts, whatever. And then you have to ship it to them. So you have to cover your own shipping.
Yeah.
You have to pay for the shipping back. And it's $70 an hour. So I'm like,
yeah,
that could easily be a lot. But I'm like, this thing is kind of useless and I can't sell it.
Yeah.
I would sell it at a big loss. I'm like, okay, let's just do it. So I got that all squared away. And then, so it happened on November 16th is when I sent it to this company. So, the company, I'm going to call them out, American Music and Sound. Fuck that company. They're heads up, like Human Centipede. Like everybody's head is up their own ass. And it's actually like the Ouroboros symbol where it's like constant, it's like in a figure 8. It's everyone there.
Really?
It's complete fuck ups. And just like no regard for like anybody's time and stuff. Anyway, we'll get into that. This is bullshit. It's if you didn't catch a trend with the whole Line 6 HX Stomp thing, I just have bad luck with customer service. It's like, I don't know. I'm the one. If things are gonna fuck up or whatever, I'm gonna find the problem that is gonna be really hard to fucking fix, I guess. Anyway, so it's just one of the 2 headphone jacks, by the way. Everything else is fine.
Yeah.
One of the 2 headphone jacks. That's it. So anyway, so I get that going because I'm like, even if it takes like a couple $100, I want this thing to work because I want to use it.
Yeah, you bought it to use it, but you can't use it.
Recording,
you can't sell it, like you said.
Like if we're gonna do live stream stuff, it's like it has a lot. I like it. Anyway. I bought exactly. I bought the thing to fucking use.
It's not like it's the 16th XLR. Mm-hmm. It's like one of the
2.
Which you would want that to work too.
Yeah.
But you could get by probably 15.
Yeah, because I don't even use all of them.
Yeah.
But and I'm like, if I'm recording, I'm like, I want both of them to fucking work. That way I can have a separate mix for, whoever's recording. Anyway, so I'm like, okay, sent it off. So got the RMA number, sent it off on November 16th. I did not get it back until February 27th.
Dang,
that is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So what? November to December, December to January, January to February, and then plus a couple. It's like what, 3.5 months to fix a fucking headphone jack?
All right.
Right? Kyle, you're like, oh, what's the big deal there?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck, Brian.
So it took them months, and I kind of took it as like, okay, holiday season, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I don't need it, and then whatever. I'm like, I should get it back by December, because they also said it could take up to 2 weeks. Up to 2 weeks, by the way. Wrong. It's maybe up to 2 weeks to reply to a fucking email, not to get your shit back. Anyway, so I was like, okay, kind of got through November. I'm like, okay, Thanksgiving, got it. Take a week off, take the long weekends. Okay, we're going into it. I'm busy at my work. I'm not trying to follow up. I'm like, yeah, let's give them like, okay, they said 2 weeks. I'm going to give them 3 or whatever. And then I'm following up. I'm like, cool, I'm following up right, maybe like before Christmas. I'm like, okay, cool. Just shoot them an email, see what's up. Don't get anything back until after fucking, because I guess people want to take the fucking whole week off from, Christmas to fucking New Year's and then some. And then like follow up the same email. I got the same thread. I like to just like reply to that. I'm like, hey, just following up on that. Hey, just following up. So they can see I'm like, yo, I tried to contact you a couple times.
Yeah.
So nothing. And then they're finally, oh yeah, no, we got it. We're still working on it. I'm like, all right, you didn't help anything.
Yeah.
You didn't do anything. And then so okay. And then we finally got some traction. I'm like, okay, I am done with emailing. I have this contact person's number. I'm calling her. And I'm calling her. Like, oh, I'm like, it gave her, I'm like, this is my RMA number. This is the problem. I sent it to you on this date. What's going on with it? Oh, no, we're still looking at it. I still need to, I don't think they found anything. I had to go to the shop. I'm like, I'll wait.
Yeah.
On the phone if you want to go find it out. Like, oh, okay. No, they said they're still working on it. Like, it ended up being like a problem with another unit that they had. So they're trying to like troubleshoot and figure out, I'm like, so you're holding my shit hostage with somebody else to try and see if you can, troubleshoot the issue with the deal. Yeah. I'm like, just replace the goddamn, like everything on that headphone jack.
Yeah.
Just replace the whole goddamn thing. I'd be like, well, where to start? Well, let's trace our steps. I'm like, it's not working.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. And then like I'm like following up emails, and then I'm calling almost like every other week. And
you're Karening them.
I should have, and actually Brian Rash said you should have like been more irate, or like not irate, but it should be like, this is unsatisfactory. Give me somebody else. Give me somebody else. Because at this point they have my thing. They don't have my money yet. And then when they finally, like, I'm like, I kind of am like, I just want my shit back. I don't really want to like start too much of a fuss though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Too late.
It's already January at this point.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, she's like, oh, got back to like, she never contacted me back with what the issue was or whatever. I got an email back with like an invoice that, okay, this is what it is.
That's what they wanted.
Which honestly didn't even say, it just said like a faulty part. No real explanation of what the problem was. I think they just replaced the part. And it was an hour. It was an hour to fix it. Yes.
An hour of work.
That's it. But over like 3 months to get to that point. Anyway, so I got the thing, and there's no payment for the website or whatever. Call to do the payment over the phone. So I call and then get that sorted. So the same chick I've been talking to, like, takes down my information. I'm like, cool. And says, oh, we should get that and then shipped out, next week. I'm like, okay, cool. I like checking my like bank account. No charges yet. No charges. No charge. And I call back 7 days afterwards.
Yeah.
So 4 business days or whatever after. So I called him on a Friday, called him again on a Thursday. And, same person. Because I'm like, it's got to the point where she picks up the phone and says, oh, you Brian? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. She must have a caller ID or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like associated. It's like, oh yeah, no, I know you. And it's like, I don't like the fact that you know me. I don't want you to know me.
I want you to fix my shit.
This isn't like, oh, cool. Oh, I'm not going to name her, but it's like, oh, I'm glad I'm talking to you every goddamn week. I'm like, I want my shit back. At this point, I'm like, I'm like, how haven't you charged me? I'm like, I haven't been charged yet. Is it shipped out yet? She's like, oh, hold on. And so they go, it's like, oh yeah, the person so-and-so who handles all the like, I don't know, like the processing for the payments.
Yeah.
She forgot to do that. So but she left early today. So she's not here to do that. I'm like, and I was thinking like, my information for my card is just hanging out on her desk.
Yeah.
Or what? And nobody else can do that? I'm like, you can't do that? You can't fucking... I'm like, so the work hasn't been done yet because it's been sitting for a week on somebody's desk to charge for it. I'm like, I'm getting heated.
Yeah.
But it's so
take a step back,
fucking bullshit. And then they finally charge me.
Yeah.
Okay. The ball's rolling. We're going.
We think.
And I'm like, okay. The payment went through on Friday. Gonna wait the weekend, obviously, because nobody can fucking work on a weekend. And then...
Except everybody.
Yeah. Except for your boy, yeah. So, getting worked up over the weekend. So, anyway, it's kind of, Monday or so. I'm like, it should be a couple days. I'm like, yeah, okay, fit that in. I should be getting a tracking number by Tuesday or Wednesday.
What part of what is this, January?
Oh, no, this is February.
February, okay.
Okay. And so, nothing. I'm like, okay, well, maybe they finished it and maybe they didn't send me tracking number. So I hit them up again with an email. I'm like, hey, the payment I got, charged on this date is now, a week and a half later. Has this been sent out yet? What's the tracking number? It's like, hi, and then nothing. And then again, I'm like, yeah, I've already paid for this. Is this in the mail yet? What's going on with this? Can I get a follow-up with information about this? And I said, because now you have my interface and my money.
Yeah.
Where is it? And then I call and went to voicemail. I'm like, okay, wait. Until the next week, call her back. And she's like, oh, yeah, Brian, I've been on vacation for 2 weeks. I'm like,
thank God.
So you're gone for 2 weeks and nobody, what happened? Like, that should have nothing to do with it. Are you fixing this thing?
Yeah.
You certainly can't fucking charge my card. No.
Yeah, what are you qualified to do?
And then
here?
she said, like, oh, let me go talk to them. I'll call you back. I'm like,
no, you won't.
And she's like, oh, no, they're going to fix it today. Today? Why is it? So they just fell through the cracks that are like, oh, we have this thing that's been sitting here and the money to do it. And we only know it's going to probably take less than an hour. Let's not do anything.
Yeah.
And then they finally got it. And she never called me or anything like that. I just got an email with a shipping number. I finally got it back. And it works. As far as I know, it works. I tried 4 different headphones. I've tried 3 different adapters. I used the extension cable. I kind of jiggled it. I twisted it. Nothing. No cutouts. We're looking good. So unimpressed with, again, American music and sound.
Again.
Fuck them. And no support or whatever from Claret, because during that time, by the way, Focusrite, sent an automatic email like, let us know how your feedback, in this survey. I'm like, and I reply to the survey, dissatisfied. I'm not got my product yet. I'm not getting contacted. You now have my stuff. What's going on? Do not suggest people to go to this company again.
Yeah. Do they have another option?
No, that was
it.
I'm sure if you're in other countries. And people say, well, Brian, what did you expect? I'm like, no, not for 3 months. And at that point, I'm paying for it. I would have paid double for the 2 weeks that they said it would have, the turnaround.
Yeah.
Just because I want my goddamn thing that I paid for. And the fact that, there was a certain, just a limbo of them having my product and my money. That I'm like, did I just get fucked over? Was this a long con from Focusrite to fuck me over?
To keep your device and your money.
I know. The fact that I was on
vacation. And to hold your attention for so long.
The fact that I was on vacation, so nothing got done?
Yeah.
What the...
The world stopped spinning while you were on vacation? Where'd you go?
I just think
First of all, where'd you go in this time?
Oh, God.
Staycation.
I pissed.
Yeah.
And I mentioned it to you, and you're like, I totally forgot you even owned that.
What is that?
You're like, but it wasn't that expensive. I know your whole part was
when they said the hourly. I was
you're like, oh, that's good. They're gonna rake you over the coals for that. No, they just my my heart.
Yeah. They only took my heart.
Oh, I was so fucking pissed.
Yeah, I would be too.
But now we have it back. It works. And we're going to get back to recording more stuff for drums and stuff like that. I know we're going to re-record the drums for the Plain EP that we've talked about for 2 months or whatever. 2 months, 2 years, actually. Yeah, that's, yeah. Because I've gotten better at mic placement and drum recording and stuff like that. And even, so is Brian. And so our combination of ideas and things that we wanted to do and things that he learned from the Justin Case when he was mixing it, which we might actually have him mix this plain one because I liked it so much. Of adding more mics because we have the 16 channels.
For now.
Keep your fingers crossed that none of those inputs wear out.
Put any solder all over anything.
Oh, God. Who knows? But yeah, adding a mic to the bottom of the snare, which we didn't do on that one, which he was like, oh, it would have helped out in this mixing process.
Yeah.
And then adding another room mic, just to add a little bit more space and just stuff like that. I'm like, we have the channels, so might as well do it. And then to me, I was like watching a lot of recording studio stuff, like, YouTubers. And then drummers wise, they Andrew Masters and also Recording Studio Loser recommend the like crotch mic, which is exactly what you think it is. It's a mic pointed at the drummer's crotch, kind of placed above the kick, pointed just there, because it catches more of
the reflections in there.
Kind of the toms and kick and snare all at once. It's kind of like, it'd be like placing your head right where the drummer's balls are.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Or, they're the crotch area, not the balls.
Give me all crotchety.
But they're like, it can be a full sound, and just having that as mixing. I'm like, dude, let's have it and try it. And da-da-da. So we're a little bit more excited to do this with the next plane stuff. Yeah. It's like, okay, get more adventurous with it because we got some really good results last time. And then this time we'll have 2 headphone jacks that work.
Wow.
Sorry, that was a long one. Yeah, but
you had me
so not only is line
time.
6 been fucking me over, not Claret, but I guess kind of for their like just no attention and no, they didn't give no fucks. They it's passed on to them. Not our problem anymore, and your warranty's done. So fuck you.
Yeah,
kind of makes me think. I'm like, what if like, yeah, and if they don't, I'm like, maybe I should sell that and just get a universal audio.
Probably,
but that's like so much. It's not even close to
you should do it.
Yeah, it's like $3,000 as opposed to $800.
Yeah.
That's not even close. Not even close.
What's in the name? No. Have you encountered customer service yet for UA?
No, because nothing's gone wrong. Knock on particle board. You used that joke on the Patreon.
It's not.
It's wood. Knock on wood that nothing happens to it.
It's not hardwood. It is softwood.
It was been months.
Beside myself.
No, it just fucking sucks, dude. It's fucking bullshit. But let's get into some topics. What do you say?
Let's do it.
But oh shit, I forgot. One more. What's new? I know I'm taking up the whole episode. So I did get a new spanking brand used pedal on Reverb. I kind of did a little drunk reverbing. I did pick up a pedal that I've been wanting for a while. So I got the Earthquaker Devices Palisades, which is their kind of like tube screamer to end all tube screamers. So many crazy options, all that shit, and the clipping diodes and this and that, and the like frequency responses, and you got the
not soft switch
buffers on and off. There's a version 2 that has the soft switch. So I was kind of like maybe like a little buzzed reverbing. I was like saw one, and I was just like shooters shoot, and I just like
I gotta get it, bro.
I like the low.
It's not even a low serial number, dude.
The lowest ones I think were like 180, and so I like gave this guy an offer of like 160 shipped. Accepted, and I was like, oh fuck.
Should I show the good people again?
Yeah, maybe get a little closer there. But I kind of I had to pay for it. I wonder if you had something that's not a closer at all. Like if like you did it, you did an offer and didn't. That's happened sometimes where you put an offer in and people accept it and then they don't pay it and they back out of it.
I don't know about that. I've never sold anything.
I've heard that where it's like, oh man, I just can't pay it right now. So they cancel it. And I'm like, I wonder what that does to your
social credit score,
your Reverb credit score.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was like kind of something I didn't need. And not that I'm like searching for a pedal that I need. I don't know. It's just like something I've been wanting with this Palisades. I've just been wanting to try it. There's never anywhere. It's not even like a pedal that's like super desirable, but I think it's just because it's expensive. So
glad you didn't get like the special artwork.
Yeah. So anyway, I got this
the version 2,
and I've been like thinking about this pedal. I've been dreaming about this pedal, and it's good not to chase your dreams, not to catch your dreams, because I'm not a big. It's not the best. It's not the best. The whole drive section of it is really good. Like I said, it has all like the different like bandwidth and voices and clipping options, all that shit. It has 2 different gains. So if you want to have like a low gain tube screamer, you want a higher gain tube screamer, you can go between the 2. And it has the boost, but the boost is shitty. It's not good. It adds only just more fizz and more distortion. It doesn't really add a lot of volume. It does add volume to a certain point, but it just gets too distorted because I think the boost is placed before the drive, and it's not what I wanted, a clean one. I just don't like it, so I'm gonna sell it because I didn't need it. I don't. Like I tried it, and I really thought it was gonna be everything. I guess I'm kind of chasing down that Dragon, which is the full drive 2. I don't. Oh my god, full tone. Full drive 2 MOSFET version, which was modded by JHS to have their mini bomb boost, which is their clean.
Didn't you have?
That's what I'm saying. I had it and I sold it, and I wish I didn't sell it.
A dumb motherfucker sometimes.
You're an asshole.
Sometimes, not all the time.
And so I sold it, and I kind of wish I didn't, because at the time I'm like, oh, I'm not using this, and I kind of wish I had that, because that combination of that with my Sweet Honey Overdrive was the shit. I loved that, and going into my 8030 or orange amps, AC style amps, and I'm like, that was like such a killer sound. And I'm saying this, I don't even need it because I'm using a fractal. But
yeah, there's that.
And then I had that. I just don't need it.
Sometimes you just gotta buy a pedal every once in a while.
Yeah,
I get it.
And I tried it, and it's
or
not
buy a shitty one.
So, and I had this thing in my head that I need to get a dual pedal. I don't, because that one was dual. And and you can never find those same ones, the full tone JHS modded ones, anywhere. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I could just get 2 different pedals. They don't have to be a dual pedal.
Yeah,
and because they make a cable, they can go from one pedal to the other. And then I was like, shit. So I think I'm gonna sell this. I might get a Dunes, and then
because it's like half of this, right?
Yeah, it has. Like maybe half the clipping options, half like some of the voices or whatever, only 1 gain switch, and it's the ones that I like on here, the ones that would be my sound, and then get just like the Katana,
my sound,
from Keeley, which is a clean boost.
A Keeley pedal? Come on.
Or a Wampler, the Decibel DB Plus or whatever, but that one also has more shit in it that I don't want, like a buffer.
Yeah.
And
you don't need it.
Yeah, and like stuff like that. Anyway, so cool pedal, Palisades. I will probably sell it, and I think I'm going to sell the Mojo Hand Rook Royal that I have too, which was like a dual.
I've never seen that one.
Yeah, well, that one's going to get sold too.
Cool. Never see it.
So I'm just thinking about these dual pedals that I've been trying to get, and like I said, I really dug that sound of that full drive, which is like everybody says, it's a fucking boring tube. I like it.
I like boring shit.
With the bomb boost in it, I like that one a lot, and I should have kept it. But,
It's all right.
Yeah.
You win some and you lose most.
Yeah, and I just keep losing. So this is maybe a bad week for me, except for the Defiant Robot podcast and the show.
You're going to link that, right, in the...
Yeah, and then... Anyway, let's get on to the topic.
Let's do it.
Just depressing myself here. Okay, so this is a topic I wanted to bat around about. You hear the term pro gear and like amateur gear or like bedroom gear. What's that mean to you? Is there like a certain threshold for that? Like, I guess like literal would be like, I make money off of this, so that's professional.
Yeah.
I'm professional.
Or it's like, oh, I saw a musician play this, or, I don't know. Is that also like, they sponsor this person, but they don't always play their shit live?
Well, no, to me, like professional, it's like professional grade gear. The stuff that is big enough, loud enough for a stage, that is roadworthy.
I guess it would be like the quality of the product.
Yeah, why don't you get more up on the mic, though?
Oh, sorry.
It's like, we want to hear what you're saying, man.
Do you? Do you? I don't know if you really want to. Yeah, I would say it's like the quality of it. Like, I know, like, you can pick up certain guitars and just feel the quality. Like, I don't know, let's say the frets, like the finish of the product.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not really a pro thing, because who knows how great,
yeah.
How, if it's like roadworthy, like you said, if it's been
rode hard.
Yeah, put away hard.
Yeah.
If it's, I don't know, it's subjective to a lot of different things, because some people think, a lot of gear is pro, and then you're like that, and it's opinion, right?
Yeah.
But,
well, yeah, I would say that sometimes I think like as far as like pedals go, if it's not made of plastic, then it's usually pretty good.
Yeah. What about those Dan Electro pedals?
No, they're fucking plastic bullshit.
You stomp right through that.
Yeah. And then, well, like guitars, even like you don't have to like jump into like really expensive ones to be professional.
No.
To be able to like stand shows and like the road or whatever. Not that there's a road right now, but like playing, on stage or whatever. It's like you could get away with like a Squire that's set up correctly and maybe with better pickups.
You'd want to modify. Mm-hmm. You'd want to modify it and make it reliable.
Which, like,
because some of those solder connections are not fully connected.
Well, like a Squire would be more roadworthy and tour worthy than even a Gibson, probably.
Yeah, no, definitely. You could drop that.
Because if that
shit.
gets even not even like drop kicked across the whole parking lot, but
difference.
Like knocked around. Like, yeah, you might put a dent in that thing. You might knock the whole headstock off the Gibson, or chip the wing or something like that, because it's like softer wood on there.
Yeah,
but but Gibsons are professional.
They are considered a professional guitar.
Yeah, whereas like just that phrase, I'm like, professional. Does it have to be for?
Well, I saw Joe Bonamassa. He's professional. He plays that.
Like, do you have to have, I don't know, be like big stages and make like that's your profession, is to make music?
I guess. I mean, I don't know.
That's if you literally take that phrase.
Yeah,
I think we had a friend who was, we were on tour, so our buddy Train, and we were like, oh, I don't know, because it was like driving the van. I'm like, we kind of just didn't even think about having him drive, and then we're like, oh no, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about it. I think we were like a couple shows in. He's like, guy, he kind of said that. He's like, he drives people for like a living.
Yeah,
and then he also like drives for I think Uber Eats or something like that. And he's like, I'm like literally a professional driver.
I mean, in the
literal thing, he's like, I get paid to drive. And like, well, no. And then we're all trying to talk. I'm like, no, you drive to your work and get paid. I get paid to drive. And then it's like, he said that. And I'm like, oh, that's hilarious. He has a point.
Yeah.
It's like, as a profession, drive. Anyway, that was, I don't know, just an aside there. To me, I think if it's just guitars, there's like a lower threshold as far as price comes. It's more of just like what's reliable. And as amps, I think you have to get a little bit more expensive and sturdier for the stuff.
Yeah, because there's a certain point where it's like that might be considered a professional manufacturer, but you're not going to want to gig with a $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 PRS with seagulls on it.
Yeah.
With
some bagels on
some
it.
Pigeons, some parrots or whatever.
It's cool, man. Cool. Yeah. So I would it's like what profession versus maybe like it's like stage worthy versus bedroom worthy.
Yeah. That might be better.
That also might be like a size thing.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't like a little.
I'm not a size king, but
yeah. I am a size queen. So they're like, I don't know, like a practice amp. So like a 15-watt Spider, you could play that on stage.
You technically could. It could exist on stage.
But should you?
Probably not.
But hey, if you're going to be playing a show, who cares? I'd rather you play a show than not. But actually, nobody would right now. But in the past, yes.
Not in this state.
Yeah. Head over in Texas over there. You can play all the shows you want.
If they have power. All right.
Anyway, yeah. So I don't know. There is something to be said, because like, even the size of amps, okay, even a 15-watt AC 15, that's going to be totally stage worthy versus a 15-watt Spider with an 8-inch speaker.
Yeah.
So it's not really that. Is it like the brand? Does it have to be tube to be stage worthy? I don't know. What do you think, like amps wise? Like what's bedroom versus stage?
Like a bedroom amp, let's see. I would consider just about everything from Boss.
Yeah.
To be like a bedroom.
And well, those also can be on stage because it's like
they'll do. I mean, smaller stages.
Our boy A Walsh, what up? A Walsh, what up?
Yeah, we don't want to talk shit.
What up? What up? He's like playing a 50-watt one.
Yeah,
in his band.
Okay,
not at the moment, but
right.
you know, like I just keep saying that every time we talk about stage.
I mean, it's not going to fill by itself a large room, I don't think, and cut through the mix. You'll definitely have to use, which everything will, right? You'll definitely have to use the sound system.
Yeah. Which, yeah, you would probably use with the 15-watt.
I'm sure it sounds great. It's a great pedal platform. It's made by a fucking pedal company.
Yeah.
So I get it.
You would hope they would make a good one, yeah.
Yeah, I get it. It's probably good. Do I want one? Yes. No.
After all the years of talking shit about it, I also want to pair it with some Fender pedals.
Yeah. Oh, God. Are we going to do another episode where we talk about Fender pedals?
Yeah.
Guitars, professional. Amps, professional. Pedals, fucking miss me.
Yeah, I take back that fuck you directed at American Music and Sound and direct it all at Fender pedals.
For no reason.
You know what?
Line up. No problems with them?
Line up. I'm getting heated again. I have no problem. I've never even played the goddamn thing.
They just look
They look
like shit.
They look fine. They just
I've
look
heard
like
some demos that it's like,
it's just like
they don't stand out.
We're back on it again. Let's get off it. I don't know. As far as like it's like the professional versus amateur, but bedroom stuff, I don't know. I think
what's a bedroom amp, I guess, that you're thinking of?
It's just the Line 6 deal. Because
you're on your Line 6 horse again.
I know. I want to hate the fucking shit out of them. And I think I still do. They're even the whole line doesn't seem like it's stage worthy to me.
Yeah,
it doesn't seem like it's professional to me at all.
Yeah, I think you'd be fighting a lot of people with that one too.
The Echo Park is cool. I'll still stand to that, but I've also heard those are not even the most sturdy.
Really,
I had no problems with mine, so maybe I used up all my good Line 6 luck with a good
Echo. A shitty one. It's not that shitty.
That's great. That was a good one. But anyways, and then my pocket pod never went bad on me.
Yeah, you were bad on your.
I had
on your pocket pod though.
The pocket pod had that in my one pocket and my Game Boy pocket in the other. iPod
and then your hot pocket.
Yeah, in your hand. Then my Polly pocket on the back of my cargo shorts. Anyway, whatever we're talking about.
Yeah.
Why are we even fighting, dude?
Were we?
Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about that. It's like amps go like for stage, they have to just be more robust, and they just have to. To me, they have to stand up to a drummer without being mic'd.
Yeah,
that is a stage worthy amp because like it has to be loud enough to get over the drummer, even if you're not mic'd. Because we'll play without a PA to mic something.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking. There's a company that looks like a professional line, and maybe it's just because my experience with, was it Bagheera? They look like they're professional, but
Bagheera,
yeah.
Oh my God, I remember that. Are they still around?
I don't know. I've seen them, and I've seen twice. I've never played one, right? But twice I've seen where they've crept on stage.
Yes, those suck dicks. So do not stay away from that brand. Was it Bagheera? And then it was like I want to say B-52.
Oh, really?
Was the brand.
Well, Panama.
Oh, man. I got to look that up. Oh, I thought it was B-52. It's like the AT.
I can picture what they look like, but I don't know anything about them.
No, because I remember it was like way back in the day. I'd saved up and then to get fucking dual rectifier.
Dual rec, yeah.
And then it was like kind of in the same band. Yeah, that's what it is. So it's a B-52 AT-100. I remember like a local band that we played a show with.
Okay.
Like said, "Oh, this is like the same thing." as a dual rectifier. I'm like, I bet it's fucking not. I bet you're wrong. And he's like, no, I got a great sound out of it. It has the tri-mode rectifier on there. And I'm like, because it says rectifier on the back there. So
more
it's
like try hard.
And I'm like, yeah. So that was
Boom.
it. Oh, baby. I remember that damn thing. So they played Soma with a same type of thing like we did. So it was a stage worthy amp. It just was not good.
Didn't sound.
I think it's fine. I totally think it's fine. But
I think it's the comparison that got you. You're like, not my baby.
It's not the same.
Not my loins.
A lot of people would do that. I think when we finally saved up, and we saved up to get an SVT3.
Yep.
And then with a 410 amp, and I saved up to get a dual rectifier with a beat up Mesa cab. People say like, oh yeah, but those this thing sounds just as good as that. And we're like,
what'd you fucking say?
We're playing the same show, so it's not like, and then it's like not like the gear got us better gigs or we played in front of a better crowd. It's like, and a thing I'm like,
just hurt your feelings.
Exactly. I remember that back in the day. I'm like, you
better take that back, but I'm not gonna say shit.
You dirty rat.
You want to see how passive aggressive I can get?
I'll talk about it 15 years later on a podcast.
Probably longer, actually.
But yeah, so I think that to me, stage, it has to just be louder than the drummer.
Yeah.
And then, as far as instruments go, it's just gotta hold a tune.
Yeah.
And then to me, I'm like, that's stage worthy. Can literally be professional. There's all these musicians that play cheap shit.
I play my bass pretty hard, but I don't have any problems it going out of tune unless they're new strings, right?
Yeah.
But it stays in tune pretty damn good.
Yeah.
And I know I've gone and I've upgraded all this shit on it.
Yeah.
I've done, wiring harness,
pickups,
bridge, pickups,
nut.
Yeah,
nut.
Yeah, but it was reliable before. I just made it kind of how I wanted to.
more your deal.
Those are the same upgrades I would do with a shitty bass.
Yeah,
I just did it with an American P bass.
Yeah, and then I don't know. I guess this was not like we had an end game with this.
No.
Yeah,
I just had a couple brands that pop up, and I know that they are more. Live performances are moving towards modular, or a lot of them have already.
Yeah,
modelers and all those types of things. But I think of, I don't know, Mesa is a brand that is still a professional brand in my head.
They don't make really anything for a bedroom player or amateur or whatever. Not that you can take amateur as a bad thing or whatever, but it's everything is made to be. I think everything's still made in California.
Yeah.
And everything is still their cabs.
Maybe not their pedals though.
Are heavy as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea. Beats me.
Yeah.
But yeah, their cabs are heavy as fuck. They used to have specifically UK made V30s for their cabs.
Yeah.
Whereas Orange would use the Chinese made ones later on. Currently they're using Chinese made ones. Not that there's much of a difference, but I see people on forums who are like, well, the UK ones are better than whatever.
The glue and the particle board put together.
Yeah. And even the cabs
the VOCs are slightly different.
Are solid wood on Mesa, whereas they're I think they are particle type shit on Orange and Marshall.
Just about everything else, yeah.
And yeah, whereas
even my Ampeg.
Mm-hmm.
Even my Ampeg that's the 8x10 cab. Actually all the cabs.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I don't know how old that cab is, but it
was one of the
definitely
made in St. Louis one.
Yeah, still with particle board.
Yeah. And that's just the difference in Mesa's. That's a professional one. I would say 100%. They don't make practice gear
for professionals by professionals.
I guess they're even their 15-watt heads are still they're 15-watt tube heads.
Yeah,
made in California, which I'm pretty sure they are.
Yeah,
it's no, they're not. You fucking. I'm pretty sure they are. And then,
well, they were bought up. Look it up, Jamie.
They were bought out by Gibson, so I don't know.
$1 made in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But so I would say that's one for sure.
Yeah.
That they don't make anything that's like for a bedroom small time player. Even those
they
amps,
make the little tiny ones.
well, they're still not cheap. Yeah. Whereas like for the camera only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lock in with me.
Doing the moves. I got the moves. No, that's 100%. I didn't even think about that. I guess Soldano. They don't make anything practice amp. Even they made the new SLO amps, which are like, the SLO 100s were so
sweet shit.
were so expensive. And they came out with the new ones, which is a single channel version.
Yeah.
Still very expensive.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's like
it's like $50 different.
Maybe like $1,000.
We saved on the lacquer.
Instead of $1,000, I think it's like now $2,000. It's something very expensive.
Jesus.
Okay, that's not all right.
There's a bass cat or amp brand I think of all the time as like professional. I've never played one, but it's Aguilar.
Aguilar, yeah.
Man, like I see them occasionally.
Yeah.
Right, but I see them at NAMM all the time.
Yeah.
It's probably just because like, oh, that booth's cool. I mean, not really. I mean, it's like I would never walk into that booth.
Very big and very clean.
I'm not a professional.
And you're like, yeah, you go there. It's more of a session musician type brand.
Yeah.
Like Mark Bass. Whereas like Mark Bass does make cheaper stuff.
Yeah.
It's like more session musicians like that because it's like almost all the session bass players are going to just like pop and slap the whole fucking time. So
yeah.
Great for Mark Bass. Yeah. So, here I'm demoing this Mark Bass amp. Cool. That sounds great. Good sustain on that bass, man. Yeah. Thank God you're doing the same thing that sounds like every other slap bass part.
You're cracking and popping that
every time. It's like there's no distinction. Anyway.
Yeah.
Aguilar.
Get off your high horse.
I think makes really cool stuff from what I've seen. They have like, I think rack mount tube bass heads. Yeah. They have like the Class D stuff, really powerful 900-watt stuff. And, they have cabs, which are a combination of like 12s and 15s and 10s and stuff like that I don't really see very often. But they have like a 412 bass cab where it's like diagonal. They have a 12, 12, 12. It's like almost like it's interesting type of stuff that they make. And it all looks good. But I've only ever seen them in like session bass players. Like I'm an Aguilar bass player. But it's also could be the genres that I'm paying attention to. Like I'm not like, it goes from like, like punk rock bands, all Ampeg or maybe Mesa Boogie to if I'm listening to like, also like, let me go see a performance from like this prog, instrumental band that I see, Dark Glass. So there's no real difference of like a session bass player I'm going to do something with Aguilar. Angels and Airwaves, they had a session bass player play with them on a tour that they did, like a little quick run, maybe 2019. That was a while ago. Damn. When they were coming back to do some stuff.
Yeah.
And then they were playing, and the guy was an Aguilar artist. So
really,
I'm like, I've never seen those before. Not that I saw the shows, but I would see like pictures and videos that they would have. I'm like, oh, he's an Aguilar. Wow. That's a brand you don't really think of all that much.
Yeah.
But just like you said, it's very professional. Like maybe I know they did pedals.
It's exclusive.
No, it totally seems like you're not going to see that at Guitar Center. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
But
true.
Yeah, so it's not one that you even think of because you think of like, what are the cool bass brands? It's going to be Ampeg. It's going to be Orange. It's going to be Dark Glass, Mesa, But Aguilar is probably just as good, if not maybe better than some of those.
Yeah.
Who knows?
We should get sponsored and have a shootout. Yeah. And Aguilar's going to win.
Yeah. You're like, this is better than my fucking amp I've been talking about all the time. Yeah. For years. Okay, here's another quick one that I wanted to throw your way. Because I think we just got everything we could out of that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just kind of threw this at you while you were like showing me new music that you're working on. So
it's so good.
Because we've been recording on our own for a while now, maybe like a decade that we've recorded all our own stuff. Either and we'll take it somewhere to mix or whatever. And so there hasn't been an outside party or whatever, like no producers, no other like engineers.
Yeah.
And nobody really outside the band giving suggestions. How would you feel now, somebody who's not in the band or in the project that you're working on giving you suggestions? So say as a producer or like an engineer, like, why don't you try this instead? What if you do this part instead? I'm like, I didn't really like that part, whatever. Like, how would you be even if I said that?
I think Boom.
Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
I think like
because we haven't had that. It's been a long time. I think we've been getting better too.
It depends on what it is actually. Like if it's, let's say, if I haven't like sometimes lyrics. I'm not the smartest guy, right? You know.
Yeah.
Sometimes my lyrics aren't that great, but I think if I have something that's already set and that's like that's how it's gonna be, and you're over there like, oh well, maybe you should change those.
Why don't you just throw them all away and do mine instead?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw you away.
Well, I meant when I said we're getting better at like recording and doing our own engineering, so it's like we don't need
like the actual
outside person in there doing it. And even it's like, well, you had a producer, like you had somebody who always said like, oh, if I always like to have somebody producing my stuff with me because it helps. I'm like, well, I don't know. I kind of like what we're doing now.
I think
it's very
outside
organic.
Of the band, I think if it was like an issue with like the song structurally, let's say once we recorded it, or let's say we got drums and then bass down, and it's like, oh, that doesn't work.
Yeah,
we need to rework that just slightly, or whatever, just to get it to work. That I totally understand that. But if it's like, you know, I don't like you. Could you guys go to C instead of G? Or I'm like, no, yeah, fuck off.
And I think we figured that shit out. I don't know. Maybe if the band ever got bigger, we'd have a producer, but I don't know. It's like so many things. I just like think of like where we are now. I'm like having a producer. I'm like, I'd rather invest into like a preamp or a microphone than paying somebody to tell us what to do. I'm like, fuck you. Or buy a plugin. Like this plugin is going to be worth more than your input. Yeah. That's where I'm at. It shows how much of an asshole I am.
Well, also like we're not trying to make it big. We just want to put music out. So we're not like, oh man, this is going to be hot. We got to make this on the radio. This is going to make it to the radio.
Yeah, you're going to make the big bucks, kid.
Yeah. All right, kid.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And also it's like, I feel like within the band itself, we have a lot of experience and a lot of ideas.
We're so experienced.
And, you know, it's not just the instrument that you play and you have no input on vocals.
Yeah.
Like you play guitar, you play bass, you also sing and you play keys. You do other shit. Like Brian sings, he writes lyrics. He's not just like, oh, I hit the drums. He's doing all this other stuff too. So it's like he can put input. I sing, I play guitar, I play bass. You can
hit record on this Zoom thing.
Yeah.
Like you're really good, dude.
Yeah, you're good at doing that.
Really good.
And you push record on the camera, and that's about it.
You can do two of these.
And you fuck up clarinet stuff and line 6 stuff. You're good at that.
No, you do a lot of stuff. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But it's I think because like we haven't exhausted that yet. And I think we haven't hit a dead end in creativity.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why we never were thinking about having a producer come in or anybody really helping us record. Because I just hear the stuff and like I said, I'm really stoked because it's out on the Just In Case stuff that we did.
Yeah.
It sounds really good and was really cool ideas. I was a little less as far as like input putting in because it was like that's their project. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna change this, but we did kind of work on lyrics and different things, and but and then for our stuff, I'm like, man, I could record that too. I'm like, I'm even thinking about like we need less of going to a studio. I'm like, even like they're less input. Like we just if things are getting like
you just drop it off for the day.
Yeah, or we
can you mix this? Can you
and even mixing, I'm like,
can you master this?
Brian's getting better at it, and then when we go forward, I'm like, I might want to like because he would just do the mixes, and then we'd send us the tracks. And like this time, I might want to try and do it with him just to see what he's doing. Yeah. He's doing completely like in the box hybrid.
You're gonna be the hover parent.
No, I don't know.
Helicopter
but
parent.
I mainly because I want to learn because I'm not good at mixing.
Yeah.
But as far as like suggestions, I think we take each other's suggestions pretty well, right?
Until we don't. No, I think we're
because
recently.
it's like not having to go through somebody else to get these suggestions. Like that's to me. I'm like I was thinking about the other day. I'm like, oh, there are other bands and local bands even like at our similar level or whatever, and they really like get a lot of feedback from their engineer who's also producing it. Whereas to me, I'm like,
I think when like you're in the band, you're playing that too. You should have a say in what we're doing.
Yeah.
It's like I don't feel right going, no, this is my song, you can't change it. But it's like well, I kind of want it to be like this, but what can we do to make it so that this song is enjoyable? I don't want you to hate this song, because that's what's going to happen is like, you're going to be playing it and you're like, fuck, this is that part that I want to change. You know? I guess we can't do that anymore. Can't go back to square one.
Yeah.
Smoke doesn't go back in the cigarette, you know?
Yeah.
You throwing the baby out with the bathwater.
Yeah, Greyhound don't float on water.
You're just like naming a bunch of bullshit.
Grass is always greener on. But no, I don't know. I think it would have to be the right person or the right fit for me to be like, oh, I want this person to work with us. 'Cause at this moment, I'm like, no, I want us to get better just on our own.
Yeah,
and just like even having somebody involved, I'm like, no, I don't even want to work around your fucking schedule.
Yeah.
Man, like I'm trying to record guitar. I'm like, all right, let's meet up to record guitar. I'm like, no, I think we're fucking.
We're good.
We're good. All right, cool. I don't know. We definitely could probably go off on that a little bit longer, but I think we've got to turn into some pumpkins here. Let's get on out of here before the camera dies. All right. So, thanks so much for tuning into the Tone Jerks podcast. Oh fuck, we forgot to say at the beginning. Thanks for watching the Tone Jerks on YouTube.
Yeah.
Make sure to like, share, subscribe.
There you go.
I'm stoked that more people are watching these and more people are subscribing. So I would really appreciate it if you've watched this. Make sure to subscribe and share it if you'd like to. And I definitely dig that.
Yeah, I mean, I look into your dreamy eyes this whole time, but should I be looking at the camera?
I don't know.
I try not to.
Yeah,
we're talking to each other.
You must lock in with me.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I didn't make eye contact with you.
Yeah, but no, thanks for tuning in. If you like what you hear, you can follow along on social media. We have an Instagram at the Tone Jerks.
We have a YouTube also.
We have a YouTube. So yeah, if you're listening to this, go to YouTube and subscribe and like it.
Yeah.
And then did post a video finally posted that vintage boss shootout of the CE2 and the DC2. So definitely happy with that, how that turned out. And then, so we get cool videos. I'm getting back on track and getting, I'm learning more editing to make it quicker. Anyway, Facebook, we have a Facebook group. It's linked in the description, but you can also search the Tone Jerks on Facebook and you can join it. And then give us a thumbs up give us a good review, not a thumbs up. You can do that too. 5 stars on Apple Podcasts, iTunes there. It really does help. It helps people kind of find the podcast. And then all of that, oh my God, one getting to the end here. If you really like what you hear, you can help support the show on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. But if you double down for $2 a month, you get an extra episode every week. You get the whole back catalog. You get an RSS feed.
There is a grip.
Yeah, there's
We got back.
We got back.
I don't. We together do.
Yeah. So, just for the support, we want to give you all a huge shout out, a sizable acknowledgement. I think Kyle's light is dying over there. Dude, who cares? Brian, keep going.
Yeah.
Kyle, you got a list over there?
I got it right here.
Why don't you give it to me, Bob?
I have Andrew Walsh from Andrew's Alcove, Adam Rohr from the Let 'Em Hear podcast, Doug King, Doug Christ from 37 Effects, Abe Newman, Michael Newman, Nicholas Ogburn, Nicholas Payson, Colin Smith, Jason Fuzzmonger, Joe from Like My Pedals, and Will from the Just Surprise Me podcast. Throw Doug Christ in on that as well.
There you go.
Also, they're doing
Masters of the Cinematic Universe.
Yeah.
Which we're going to be... Spoilers! We're going to be on that show eventually. Doing a really dumb movie. It's really fucking stupid.
It's great, though.
I don't know. I haven't seen it forever.
It is a film.
Yeah.
Not a movie. It's a
masterpiece.
Film. We have Rom Yorn, Jamie Davis, Johnny Ray from Johnny Ray. Johnny Ray from
I don't know. This podcast.
That's true. He's from other things. He's from Chula Vista. No, he's from IB Chula Vista. Yeah, he's from Chula Vista.
Yeah.
If you guys know where that is.
Shithole, yeah.
Jeez.
Just call him out. We just talk shit on him all episode, just talking shit about him liking WandaVision, talking shit about. I like Chula Vista. I just backpedal.
It's a shithole. I like Chula Vista.
I'm just kidding.
Chula Vista's
is A-okay with me?
Sorry.
Instantly backpedal, like it had no backbone.
Steve Mike, Steve Rao from 60 Cycle Hum, Kevin E. Quits from He Quits Guitars, Co Schneider from the Flippin' Flippers podcast. Did I just pop that microphone? Sorry.
Just popping, locking.
I know. Alvaro Viramontes, Brian from Nutter Guitars, Mel Chipson of Chipson Guitars, Sean Fahey, Sean Arbo from Gun Street Wiring Shop, Sean Wright from Lollygagger Effects, Juan Ortiz from Tone Hungry Effects, Mike Oxbig, Hugh G-Rection, Zach Hale.
Trying to derail you, but I think I blew all I had on just yelling at fucking that.
You died.
Claret. I'm just like, it's like a tea kettle boiled. And
you gave everything.
So I'm like, the rest of the podcast, I'm like, whatever.
Yeah,
dude.
man.
Nothing bothers me anymore.
Fuck fender pedals.
I mean, fender pedals.
I mean, they're cool. I mean, I just revealed I've never played one.
I think a lot of things that we
hard
hate,
stands.
a lot of things we hate and shit on, we haven't ever experienced. I think people are catching on to that.
Yeah,
but we sometimes say things that we just like, oh yeah, fuck that or whatever, and we'll get like comments of like, fuck you, piece of shit. I'm like, wow, that came out of nowhere.
Yeah, so what are you talking about? Yeah.
Of all the dumb shit we say, like that's what triggers somebody.
Yeah, we're not invested in that. But
yeah.
Zach Hale, Eric Merrill from YouTube. Also, ELM. I almost said records. ELM Effects.
He's probably got some records too.
He's got a record.
Yeah, he's putting out the Sky Bridge. So I think he sold out the first order. He's got another one coming up soon. So keep an eye out on ELM.
What is that? What kind of a circuit is that?
It's kind of like a rat with a boost.
Nice.
But it's not just a fuzzy, fizzy shit rat. It's
shit rat?
Yeah.
Rat King?
Yeah. It's yeah. It's really cool. I actually watched this demo and the way the EQ works. I definitely want to try one.
Nice.
Because it's like you can turn the EQ off and it's a mid hump and then anyway, go check out his demo for the Sky Bridge.
Scott Hamilton from the Effects Loop podcast, Tim Nowick from Bardic Audio Devices, Jonathan Jeruzik from 12th Hour Devices, and we have a new one. You are drained.
I know. I'm fading just like your key light died there.
Gone.
I'm dying too.
Yeah, we got a new one.
The sun rays to come just brighten me up. I'm like what is it, the glow in the dark stars or whatever? I just need the light to just
re-energize you.
Yeah.
Your chlorophyll.
More like borophyll.
Yeah, all right.
You guys remember that movie?
What? Fuck.
You guys watch Big Mouth?
Oh shit. Okay. This is Tyler Rines. Rines. Or it's Rines. I don't know. Rines. Yeah. I bet it's Rines. Tyler Rines. We appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Reenies.
Say, we'll go with easy route and say Renee. No.
Okay. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you for watching.
We will see you next time.
Listening.
Bye-bye.
Bye.